Hey there, Maniacs viewers. You're watching the Main Man channel. It's not just names, way of life. You got to improvise, adapt, and overcome each and every day. Just make it in this cruel old world. Appreciate y'all watching. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Please check me out on Parler, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Ugetube, Gunstreamer, Guntube, Gab, Getter, Patreon if you feel called to. I could always use the help there. Sign up for the Glock 19 giveaway and whatever month knife giveaway is up. That being said, topic of today's video is, it's a book review actually. There is a book, excuse me, there is a book series out there called the Ashes series. There's actually a couple book series called that, but the one I'm referring to is written by an author by the name of William A. Johnstone. Now, the first book in the series is called Out of the Ashes. They have several of these books on Kindle for only like $2 a piece. Okay. These books were so popular. They started coming out in 1984, and these books are so popular that all of them are like $20 a piece. All the paperbacks, they come out in paperback form. But it's like $20 a piece to order them if you're actually trying to order the book. And some of them actually went for a couple $100 a piece. I've only read the first book and I've started on the second. But the reason those ones that are like a couple of $100 a piece is because they actually teach you things that you might need to know in case the crap hits the fan. But that being said, I don't know what those things are. I've only heard rumors about that. But what I can tell you is, before we get too far off on a limb, so far, and I think it's like that for the remainder, or at least most of it, the main character of this book series is named Ben Raines. And he fought in a elite unit in Vietnam called the Hellhounds. And I don't know if such a unit exists, but these guys were pretty bad. You know, they were like even badder than Green Berets or SEALs, supposed to be. So these guys were pretty bad. And after that, he kind of traveled the world as a merc. And then he started actually writing books. And he wrote books about politics and what's going on in the world and stuff like that. Now, this is the character, Ben Raines, that's inside the book. But I think Ben Raines is kind of an avatar for the author. Even though he's a fictional character and he's doing what he wants to with him, he's kind of avatar for the author. Because the author was in the military too, but he wasn't in any kind of unit like Ben Raines was. But anyway, the main character of the book, Ben Raines, he had 2 commanding officers in Vietnam that he well respected. And basically, before a nuclear and germ war pretty much wipes out most of the population of the world, these guys made him in charge of a group of rebels that they were running. And that's pretty much what that is. And he wakes up after the nukes go off and the germ bomb hits and he gets over the sickness and everything. And it seems like only a certain number of people are immune to it and all that. But some of them didn't get touched by it because some of them was in bunkers and stuff like that. But he goes on this quest where he's wanting to document the things that happen and everything because he's a writer and everything. And he's really reluctant to take his role of the rebels, even though these rebels just start popping up out of nowhere and they're recognizing him as the leader. He's not really taking control of them. Eventually, he does end up taking control of them. And eventually he does end up building a free state called the Tri-States. And it does very well for several years. But some remnants of the federal government didn't like the things he was doing, but and everything, and how good he was doing, and it caused a civil war between them and a big mess and all that stuff. But it is a great read. Okay, it's called Out of the Ashes. It's the first book in the William A. Johnstone Ashes series, Out of the Ashes. And the main character is Ben Raines. And folks, this William A. Johnstone, even in 1984 when he wrote this book, some of the things that go on in this book are the same things that are going on in the government. The government in the book is completely controlled by the left. Our government now, federal government, is completely controlled by the left. Some of the similarities and stuff of what's going on now and what's going on in that book, and then what's going on in real life today, there's a lot of similarities. And I think it should just be required reading for anybody that's serious about Second Amendment, who's serious about politics, who's serious about prepping or anything like that. I think they should at least check out that Out of the Ashes book. And maybe you continue on in the series, because it seems the second book is pretty good so far. And it's out there, even more than the first one. Yeah. Now, I didn't try to throw a whole lot of spoilers and tell you completely about that first book, but I just told you some general gist of it. But it's good. It's a good read. It's worth a read. And, the first, I guess, half or so of it is a little bit slow, because this dude ends up running into 3 different women who are like smoking. And it takes a little time with them, goes into detail some of the things they do and stuff like that. So, you might not want to let a kid read it, but it ain't no worse than a rated R movie. So it's not super, super bad. There's some cussing in it and stuff like that, but there's nowhere near as much as some of the rated R movies and stuff like that. But folks, this William A. Johnstone guy is a smart man, the author, and his character Ben Raines is awesome. And the society that the free state, the tri-states that he sets up, the way he does the laws in that state is just awesome. And if you're serious about 2A, if you're serious about politics, and you're serious about prepping, you need to read that book. That's all there is to it. It'll open up your eyes to a lot more of what's going on today. And I got to give that book, Out of the Ashes, a big thumbs up from the Main Man channel. Anyway, folks, appreciate y'all watching. Check out Out of the Ashes by William A. Johnstone. And like I say, it's $2 on Kindle, and a lot of the other ones are $2 too. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all the best people in the world, and I love you. And I mention stuff that can help you when I think I can, and I think this book series will be beneficial to all of us. So, and I've heard that people who purchase that book get put on a watch list. Like I'm not already on all of them anyway. But anyway, folks, thank y'all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all the best people in the world. I love you. God bless you. Check out that book. Catch you next time.